Alright, got another new tractor in the fleet. This is a 1953 Farmall Super M. It's a very late 53, so it's the Series 2. It's got the battery under there and the extra hydraulic oil tank. This one's kind of unique. It has a M&W overdrive. That's this lever here. And it has a Keystone Turbo kit, Magnum Turbo kit. Tractor's in pretty good shape. Obviously been repainted at some point. It looks great from 5 feet away, but you need to get in close, and it's got some imperfections here and there, but overall still pretty dang good looking tractor. Cleans up nice. Used it on a hay rack last week. Did great. Unfortunately the shifter is a little sloppy, and it actually left me stuck in 5th gear. I ended up, thank God for the turbo, I ended up finishing out the hay rack just lugging in 5th the whole way. So I just took that apart. That paw it just got enough slop. If you're not careful, if you take it out of 5th, it'll spring back into 5th, even though the shifter's in the neutral position. So I'm gonna see if I can get a new, that pin's a little sloppy, but either way, I'm gonna see if I can get some new parts so that doesn't happen again. Yeah, let me start it real quick. Make sure she's actually neutral, because when it locked into 5th, even when the shifter was in neutral, it was just in 5th all the time. So anyway, just drove it in, shouldn't need to choke it. Turn the ignition on. I'm actually going to pull the tin off for the first time and actually get you a closer look at that turbo kit. Alright, got the hood off of it. It's a little dusty, a little dirty. So it's got a aftermarket reservoir for the aftermarket power steering. Can't really tell what that is, but a little dusty, a little dirty. It has been converted to 12 volt, but it's still running a generator. Oof. I guess I need to put a belt on it. But unfortunately, I figured out when I was wiring up my trailer plug, because I like running marker lights and flashers on my hay rack trailers, this thing is still positive ground. So I ended up having to run a separate battery on the trailer, wired up directly to the LED taillights, not grounded to the trailer, so the two batteries aren't arcing against each other. So I had to redo that. I am going to change this to a one-wire alternator setup and go negative ground. I believe it still has points from the look of it, so I'll put a Pertronix electronic ignition in it. The carburetor needs rebuilt. It runs alright, but when you shut it off, it pisses a little fuel out of it. But here is the thing I'm sure all of you are wanting to see. is this little T3 turbo on this Farmall. I kind of want to put a M&W governor in this, get a little more RPM out of it, just let that turbo work a little harder. I don't think this is going to make enough power to do any damage to any kind of bottom end. And these do have an adjustable wastegate on them, so you can dial in the boost pressure. Maybe I'll run a boost gauge to it just keep an eye on it, because I don't want to run too much boost and worry about anything blowing up. I'm assuming these don't rev high enough to really let it get too much boost. Weird. I'm curious. It says it's a T3 turbo according to their Keystone's website, but this turbo looks pretty Chinese. M24 AR. Yeah, the fact that it just says turbo and no data plate makes me think this is just a super cheap junk China turbo, so that kind of sucks. I was hoping it was going to be some kind of, oh, well, maybe not. Let me get in on that. Okay, focus. Air search. Come on, focus. Air search. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to Google that. I was thinking it said air research. It definitely does not say air research. So, yep, probably just a Chinese turbo. Oh well. T3 is easy enough to get a hold of. There's the serial number. I'm trying to think if there's anything else unique. Power steering was an addition. It's a Behlen kit, which is cool because I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Behlen is up in Columbus, Nebraska, like an hour and a half away. So it's always cool when it's local. I like that it's low pro, so it sits under the hood. But anyway, this is probably drug on longer than I wanted it to for a little short video. But yeah, comment if you have any questions about this turbo kit or need more info. I can always pop the hood back off and look at more stuff if any of you guys are considering doing. Apparently this kit, the website's still active and it still looks like you can still order them, and they look the exact same. I'm assuming this was done a few years back. I'm guessing like 5 to 10 years ago, but I really don't have any info from when this was done. But it's a nice kit, fits under the hood, stack comes out in the same spot, carb sits in the same spot. Like, it's really well thought out because you don't have to really alter much on the tractor to make it work. You know, power steering still works just fine, nothing's in the way. Even pulling a full load, lugging 5th gear, the temp never got hot, so I was concerned that the turbo would put too much heat into the engine and it wouldn't be able to deal with it. But it was a 50-degree night, so that also helped keeping temps down. But so far I like it. Looks like I got a valve cover leak I need to deal with. But thanks for watching. See you on the next one.